This is Nightline. Tonight, Jelly Roll's divorce. The Halfway to Hell singer, now halfway to single, dropping a video on his split from wife Bunnie XO.
Plot twist, bitches!
His soon-to-be ex telling her truth on her podcast.
I ended up leaving, I packed a bag and I left.
What she says she still wants from the singer. Plus, amid outrage over AI data centers.
People are getting steamrolled.
From town halls to country star Brad Paisley.
Can't think of a worse place, honestly, that you could stick something like a data center.
ABC News gets rare and exclusive access inside a Google AI data center.
This is like out of sci-fi.
Is it a boon for our community or a bust? And revenge of the returns as more and more Americans use the so-called skinny shots.
Do not buy clothes in bulk. Don't do it.
Retail stores face a mountain of bringbacks.
I think my size changed almost every month.
Plus, remembering Clive Davis, the multi-Grammy winning music industry executive who signed legendary artists from How Will I Know singer Whitney Houston to Spirit in the Night singer Bruce Springsteen, passing away at 94. From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Tonight, the news that's rocking Jelly Roll fans. The singer filing for divorce from his wife of nearly 10 years, Bunnie XO. Both parties now spilling drops of tea, including a surprising admission from Jelly's soon-to-be ex-wife.
Somebody save me.
He's known for hit songs like Save Me, but tonight Jelly Roll's marriage seems like it can't be saved. The Halfway to Hell singer now halfway to a divorce. The 41-year-old recently filing to end his marriage to his 46-year-old wife, model and podcaster, Bunnie XO, citing irreconcilable differences.
It's kind of rocking, everyone who really thought that they were looking at a seamless, tapped-in couple.
Now the couple, married nearly a decade, are publicly addressing their headline-making split. Jelly recently holding a concert in New York, posting the moment to his Instagram.
Nobody cheated on nobody. That will be my best friend forever. This is the only time I will ever speak about it. Bunnie, I love you, baby.
And teasing fans on his YouTube page.
Plot twist, bitches!
Even sharing a phone call with his soon-to-be ex.
I told you I was going to give you all the piping hot tea about the divorce. You ready for it? Mama Bear, tell them where to find it.
All right, guys, head over to my YouTube, Dumb Blonde Pod, watch the divorce podcast, and all of your questions will be answered.
This relationship was unconventional from the way that it began, so the fact that it is ending this way and that it's unfolding in this way absolutely tracks.
On her Dumb Blonde podcast, Bunnie devoting an entire episode to their split.
I was so fed up and so tired that I just looked at him and I said, well, then file the divorce papers. And I ended up leaving. I packed a bag and I left. It was not mutual. Even though I told him to file the divorce papers, I was speaking out of anger and just frustration.
She really opened up and talked about how this last year had been really horrible for them because they really had these infertility struggles. She detailed things like how they lost 4 embryos, and that it was a really rough time for them.
It wrecked me emotionally, spiritually, physically. I became a shell of the person I was because, I'm doing these IVF journeys.
The couple have been open about their individual challenges from his past drug use.
I'm surprised I didn't get killed, to be honest. But even deeper than just my own personal struggle with addictions, I thought everybody just knew tons of people that died of overdoses.
To her history as a sex worker, something Bunnie, aka Alyssa DeFord, talked about with my co-anchor Juju Chang.
Who was Alyssa before Bunnie?
Alyssa was a little girl from Vegas who grew up in survival mode and left home at 14 and was just trying to find her way.
The two married years before Jelly Roll became a household name.
I fell in love with my husband because he treated me like no other man had. He never used my job against me. He never shamed me for it. He just loved me.
Earlier this year, when Jelly Roll won a Grammy, he gave this incredibly emotional speech and shouted her out as part of this speech.
I want to thank my beautiful wife. I would have never changed my life without you. I'd have ended up dead or in jail.
To see that just a few short months from that moment where things are right now is really surprising for a lot of people who really, thought that they were going to stand the test of time.
Bunnie says Jelly, who's lost nearly 300 pounds, is already dating, but that she has no plans to marry again. The former couple still full of surprises. Bunnie revealing on her podcast they still plan to co-parent someday.
We're still having a baby together. So we have been the most unconventional couple.
I think that says a lot about just how unconventional they are, as a couple and even as friends. And they plan on remaining friends, even while co-parenting a baby that they've worked really hard to get.
We turn now to artificial intelligence. As the uses for the ever-emerging technology multiply, so too does the number of giant data centers that power this AI boom. But it hasn't been without controversy, as public backlash to these centers continues to grow. With exclusive and rare access, we take you inside a Google AI data center. Here's ABC's Elizabeth Schulze.
In the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains in Alabama, where a former coal plant once roared,
all of these lines came out of that old coal plant.
Now a different kind of hum from a sprawling Google AI data center.
How big is this site?
So the property is just over 600 acres. We've only developed less than a quarter of it so far.
Google is pulling back the curtain. Site manager Thomas Gamble gives us a rare exclusive look at the campus, including its high-security server room.
Here we go, going in.
Security here so tight, it took 6 stages and a full facial scan to get in.
You're good to go? We're in.
And the room is so loud, we need earplugs.
Good.
If you think about when you first turn on a computer and start it up and you hear that noise, that's what you're hearing right now.
This is like out of sci-fi.
Just last week, Google announced a $1.5 billion expansion of this facility.
We're looking to add future buildings on this campus to meet the growing customer demand and the needs of our users.
The expansion comes amid the growing pushback against the rapid build-out of data centers nationwide.
There's been remarkably fast backlash to building out these data centers.
It has surprised me a bit.
From celebrities like Brad Paisley fighting to halt a proposed data center near the Nashville Zoo.
Can't think of a worse place, honestly, that you could stick something like a data center.
To town halls across the country where our team has witnessed frustration and outrage over data centers.
People are getting steamrolled.
At least 14 states have now proposed a pause on new data center sites.
The best analogy about a data center is we're just a lot of servers that's storing information just like books are in your library.
People do not think of data centers like public libraries right now.
But it's just a very large public library because we're organizing the world's information and making the systems operate.
Back inside the server room, Site Operation Manager Karen Ridley shows us the thousands of advanced computer chips that are stored in trays and racks, processing information 24/7.
So if you're looking at your Gmail or your YouTube videos or you're pulling up maps, all of that is getting processed on these servers right here and sent through these networking cables out to you on your device.
The actual internet is running right here.
It is running right here. We do all of Google's services. We do important services for hospitals and 911 call centers. We're processing all of that information and sending it out to users right here.
These servers running nonstop can overheat. We see pipes filled with cold water to keep the room cool. Once we step outside, soundproofing makes the noise hard to hear. Then we follow the massive pipes across the campus to a row of 10 towers where the water is cooled.
We're gonna go up here?
Yep.
Giant fans draw air across cooling towers where evaporation helps chill the water before it's pumped through the pipes.
When people see data centers, they see what looks like pollution, emissions.
This is the same water that comes from the facility that goes to everyone's home in the community. It's treated water. We're just using it as a cooling medium.
Water vapor, not
We're using
emissions.
water.
Warm water coming out, cool water back in, recycled at least 7 times. This data center's been up and running since 2019. The company says the expansion of the facility will bring in 1,000 temporary construction jobs. And a lot of people say these data centers bring jobs, but only for a short time when they're building, and then not that many people actually work here.
No, there's always an influx of jobs for construction. Anytime you build anything, you're going to have a larger influx for construction. But I will say here at Google, we have a significant amount of jobs we've brought to the community.
In your view, this adds jobs versus takes them away?
This does add jobs. I mean, in this site where we're at, the previous coal facility was on the same property. And when that closed, that was a lot of jobs that left this community that we've been able to come back and replace all those jobs plus more.
As tech giants race to build the infrastructure to power the AI boom, recent Gallup polling shows 71% of Americans oppose the construction of AI data centers in their areas, citing concerns over strained resources, noise, and higher utility bills. Is this power being taken from neighbors nearby?
No. This is all infrastructure that we paid for when we brought the project to the site with our utility.
At this data center, Google built its own power substation.
This puts us on an island separate of the rest,
ensuring Google pays for all of the massive amounts of electricity used here, instead of having neighbors foot the bill, a pledge the company has made nationwide. We see across the country there's so much negativity, concern about these data centers on people's bills, on water, just on it coming into the community.
There's a lot of negative sentiments as we're building. We're trying to figure out the best, most efficient use of all the power, the water, any of the systems we can.
Our thanks to Elizabeth. And now a look ahead at tomorrow's show. Diane Sawyer sitting down to talk exclusively to Olivia Rodrigo about her brand new album.
If you had 3 words to describe this album, what would it be?
Ooh. Great question.
When we come back, as more Americans experience the dramatic weight loss that comes with GLP-1 use, some clothing stores say they've been overwhelmed with returns. And later, we remember legendary music mogul Clive Davis. Welcome back. It's the latest GLP-1 side effect. A closet full of clothes that don't fit anymore. Many want to celebrate their new you with an updated wardrobe. But as some retail stores report, that means a mountain of returns. Here's ABC's Lori Bergamato.
Another message to my GLP-1 girlies: do not buy clothes in bulk. Don't do it.
With the rise of GLP-1 medications for weight loss, many are discovering an unexpected challenge.
I went and bought the dress. Guess what? The dress no longer fits anymore.
How to rebuild a wardrobe while losing weight, especially if you primarily shop online.
I promise you, when you go to put that stuff on 3 weeks later, you're not going to be able to fit it.
Lisa Prim says she lost 115 pounds over 2 years with the help of a GLP-1.
I think my size changed almost every month.
She shares her journey dressing for her changing body on social media.
The clothes would come, I would order them, and by the time they arrived and I put them on, I would realize that they were too big. And so a lot of times I had to send those clothes back and size down.
Some online retailers have noticed a shift in exchanges as well.
Our return rate is around 12 to 15%. The number one reason is for the item being too large, and we have seen an increase in that.
This, as some GLP-1 users have decided to postpone shopping until they reach their goal weight.
Find transitional pieces, things you can belt, things you can figure out, and wait until you are at your desired weight.
But if you are ready to shop, size-inclusive brand Universal Standards' long-standing Fit Liberty line offers customers a free exchange if their size changes within a year.
I shop a lot. And yes, I feel more confident in clothing now. Obviously, it's a lot more fun. It's easier to find things that look good than it was when I was bigger. And I love shopping and I love fashion.
Our thanks to Lori. We turn now to the passing of a true music giant, Clive Davis. Here's ABC's Deborah Roberts.
He was the visionary who discovered Whitney Houston and so many more. Known as the man with the golden ears, it was Clive Davis whose gut instinct realized that the teen daughter of a New Jersey gospel singer had the makings of a star, taking 19-year-old Whitney Houston to the Merv Griffin Show.
You either got it or you don't have it. She's got it. She got it.
Launching her to superstardom. Davis was the legendary music executive behind the soundtrack of our lives, discovering some of music's biggest artists, from Janis Joplin to Billy Joel, Earth, Wind and Fire to Bruce Springsteen. Aerosmith even crediting Davis in one of their songs. Davis began his career as a lawyer at Columbia Records, but fell in love with the music industry, later founding Arista Records.
I knew nothing about music.
Over the years, he would collaborate with so many. Barry Manilow for 50 years, their magic turning a rock song called Brandy into the ballad Mandy. Nightline spoke to Davis in 2013. He'd just published his memoir, The Soundtrack of My Life. It was a rare glimpse into his personal life after 2 marriages, opening up about his sexuality.
You were married twice, divorced twice.
Correct.
What you had never publicly talked about was the fact that you'd had a relationship with a man and then several men.
It's not as I write that the heavens opened up, but I realized in my case, the most important thing, I'm relationship oriented, and I would open up my perspective, my life, my emotion, to have a relationship with a man as well as a woman. And so that when it comes to the pure subject of sex, when our marriage was over, I did go through a period of having sex with 2 different women and with a male. And so for me, this very maligned, misunderstood subject of bisexuality came up.
His imprint on the music scene strong and constant for decades. Davis's annual Grammy party was the hottest ticket in the business, and he was there until the end, basking in the glow of the world he says he still loved.
This gift of music that I never expected to be part of my life became my passion. I'm blessed and truly so gratified.
Wise words from a gifted man. Our thanks to Deborah. When we come back, how some international visitors to the World Cup are enjoying more of America than just the games. And finally tonight, the World Cup attracting fans from around the world, soaking up that American culture. It's tonight's Nightlight. Ranch dressing. International fans can't get enough, and airport security has noticed. The TSA seizing bottles of the American classic from carry-ons and posting an advisory to spectators returning home. Please avoid chugging your ranch outside security. The airlines will check it for you. Kraft, the makers of Hidden Valley Ranch, Insta-posting good news. A TSA-compliant travel size is coming soon. That's Nightline for this evening. Watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thanks for the company, America. Good night.